up, sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. So guys, I just finished watching Love Island and I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on, peeps? Okay, what's going on? Ben called it quits with Tony tonight, and you know what, I'm not actually surprised because I could tell that Ben was not into Tony. He liked the fact that Tony chose him because he wants to be wanted. His ego feeds off of it, okay? He wants it to be all about him. I feel like his ego is way too huge and it's sinking the dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he's good looking, yes. But if your personality is crap, honey, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. For me, if you're not feeling the girl, tell the girl that you're not feeling the girl. Don't go around and act like a spoiled brat, a little immature little boy, talking about how she gives you the ick. Oh, I don't want to be with somebody. Listen, you're not stuck. You're not stuck with her. Do you know what I'm saying? You have your choice. You're not stuck with her. Nobody's saying to you, Ben, you have to marry Tony right on the spot. That's not how it works. Just say to her, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just making the little things, and you could tell that his ego and his pride is what got into the way with them when they were having that conversation. And she said to him, first of all, when she said that, boys, it's your turn. Do you know what I'm saying? She said, boys. Do you know what I mean? Why did Ben feel like he needed to take it up on his head? Do you know what I mean? And when she said to him, "It's not everything's about you," you know, he's just, no, honestly, he's saying that she gives him the ick, but he gives me the ick. Like, it's so weird how you can look at somebody and thinking, oh my God, they're drop dead gorgeous, but their personality just makes them come across so unattractive. And this is where I'm getting with Ben, because at the end of the day, I feel like his ego, he just thinks that he can get who he wants when he wants them. And I feel like his ego combined with his immaturity, dangerous combination. Very, very dangerous. Obviously, after the whole thing with him and Tony, he then said to Shakira that, you know, he likes her, he wants to try and you know, see, because obviously he does like her. And he was talking about, he felt like if he was to ask her to stay in with him or whatever, with that Hideaway, she would have probably said yes. I think she would have probably said yes, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, but for me, I feel like they're so much alike, right? Because Shakira is saying, well, Ben now only wants me because he wants what he can't have. Shakira is loving the attention. Shakira is loving that all the boys are interested in her. Do you know what I'm saying? She loves that. She loves that. Do you know what I mean? And for me, I'm just like, it's okay because you're confident, you're beautiful. Do your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she's also a bit one-sided on a lot of the things that she says and does. And let me point out to why I say this. But actually, before I point anything out, y'all, did you like my video? Have you thumbs up the video? If you haven't, please go ahead, thumbs up the video right now. Thank you. Yes. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome. But anyways, back to it. So when I say one-sided, I mean, look at the little game that they were playing, right? And I know Harry, I feel like Harry also playing a little bit of a game. We could see it. You could tell that he's not the most honest person in his approach. And the reason why I'm gonna say this, because he was rubbing down Helena's leg. He was, but to be honest with you, I don't think he was doing them both at the same time, because when he was doing it to Helena, he didn't have his hand, from what I can remember, he didn't have his hand on Shakira at all. He was kind of like more focused towards Helena, right? So, but he did rub down her leg, okay? But he whispered into her ear about Hideaway. Hideaway? Do you know what I'm saying? Remember, let's take it back a little. When him and Helena went into the Hideaway, they were laughing and she said to him, oh, you know, maybe, you know, come out wait for me 5 minutes or something, and then, you know, I'll come out, whatever. But he went and told Shakira this, and to make it look like, oh, you know, Helena's really putting it on me. She was telling me, you know, come to the Hideaway, wait for me in 5 minutes, And the way he was putting across to Shakira, it's almost like he wasn't that much interested. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Helena was putting it on thick onto him. and he wasn't fully reciprocated. He did admit to flirting a little bit, but the way he covered it, it was like, well, you know, I like to flirt. You know how I am. He's not making it look like he's actually interested in Helena to Shakira. However, rubbing on her legs and then say to her, Hideaway, when you guys had that chat earlier, confused much? Confused much. You know what I'm saying? Also, let's talk about the fact that, you know, when Shakira found out that he was rubbing the legs or whatever, the girls told her that he was doing them both at the same time. Like I said, I don't recall that. I recall him doing it to Helena and probably her at different times, but I don't recall seeing him doing it at the same time. But then she's saying to him, like, I've been respectful to you, right? But then she goes into the Hideaway and she kisses Blue minutes after. Not one kiss either. And I must say, I honestly don't think that Shakira, I don't think Blue is the person that she fancies. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think she just went with the kiss because the kiss was coming, right? And I think she likes the fact that all the guys are interested in her, but I don't think she's really that interested in Blue. I got to be honest. She said earlier in the night that she was surprised that Blue stood up for her. I don't know why she would have been surprised, because I felt like Blue kind of made it somewhat obvious that he liked her. But saying that, I feel like Blue is not the person that she's fully into. But why are you kissing him? I don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the fact that she has a go at Harry and then goes and kiss Blue, like literally right after, I felt like that's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry guys, my phone was ringing. My phone was ringing. I had to stop it. But yes, I just think she's not that much into Blue. And I just feel like it's a bit hypocritical to go and kiss Blue minutes after you had a go at Harry. That's what I'm going to say. I will say, though, I don't feel like Harry and Shakira is matching. I don't feel like they look suited. I feel like he looks more suited to Helena, right? That's what I think. They just look like they have that banter. Their personalities are similar. Their vibes are quite similar. Their banter is really similar. I feel like they're more suited than him and Shakira, right? But I don't know. I feel like Shakira will kind of like go back, do her rounds and go straight back to Ben. I feel like she will. I think the only reason why she's kind of hesitating is because she feels like obviously Ben probably isn't someone you can trust, because she feels like Ben is probably just feeling like he wants her right now, but once he gets her, he's probably not gonna, do you know what I mean? He's probably not gonna want to behave himself. His head's probably gonna turn. Or I think she also thinks, you know, he's only doing it because he can't have her at this moment in time. I think that's what it is. And I feel like the personality, knowing that they both want everything to be about them, I think that's the clash as well. But I think she's gonna do her rounds and go right back to Ben. That's what I think personally. Now, let's talk about Ramel for a bit. The two new boys are cute. I'm not gonna lie, they're cute. Ramel, the beard, honey, feeling it, wow, okay? He's into Alima, which I'm glad about. However, you know, when he had to share that spicy, juicy information that nobody knew about him, honey, you didn't have to tell the whole villa that you slept with 5 people in one night, because that's not juicy, that's nasty, okay? There's juicy and there's nasty, do you know what I mean? And that's not the best way to start getting to know somebody. You like somebody, why would you put that out there? Why would you put that out there? That's such a turn off. That's something that will definitely give somebody ick. Why would you put that out there? Do you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just boys, isn't it? Some of them just want to gloat on it. They kind of want to say, oh, this, you know, my accomplishment. I just think it's just nasty, bruv. The girls and the whole public could have gone without hearing that piece of information. We could have gone not knowing anything about that, and we would have felt happy in our lives. Do you know what I'm saying? We didn't need to know that, Ramel. Do you know what I mean? Because right now, it's just put yourself in a very negative light in front of the girls. And obviously, Alima likes him. But it's not going to stop her. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to stop her because she's going to want to get to know him. He's cute. She's going to want to get to know him anyways. Do you know what I mean? But from what we see, from the whole kissing, whatever is going on, the licking of the finger, sucking of the finger, whatever, the other guy, Shay, he likes Shakira. Another boy for Chico. Do you know what? Let me just say, first of all, because one of the best ones that they got was Connor. Connor got to kiss all the girls. And I think you could see who Connor likes and who he did not like, who was into, who he was not into. Because he kissed all the other girls, like full on, apart from Alima and Meg, right? He just gave them a little peck. That was it for them too. I was really surprised about that lingering kiss that he gave to Megan. And the fact that Megan didn't just go for the little peck, because she acts like she's almost, closed off for Tommy. But that was a proper kiss. Comment down below, let me know what you think. I feel like that was like a proper out there kiss. Took me by surprise for Megan more than anybody else. I think for anybody else, I would have been like, oh, not even paying it much of attention. But for Megan, even Tommy, I think, was a bit surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she just clinged on to Tommy because it was a lot easier. I remember I told you, the ones that cling on too soon, it tends to go left in the end. But let's see what will happen with that situation. So Tony, obviously she's trying to get to know everybody again. And she's been trying to make her move on Connor and on Dijon. Now, the girls are so territorial. Meg saying, my man, my man, my man, my man. But I'm just saying, ring on the finger. If you don't have a ring, then you don't have a mister, right? So I don't understand why she keeps saying, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. Okay, because these boys gonna do what they gonna do, right? But I don't know. I don't think that Tony, she said that Dijon is like a contender. I don't necessarily feel like she's fully into him like that. But the way Meg was like a hawk watching them, even that little one-liner when she was like, oh, you had your starter and your main, time for your dessert, corny much. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to study that one-liner before she walked up. Oh, babe. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let them breathe. Let him do what he wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Let him do what he wants to do and then see how he acts. Because at the end of the day, if he wants to get to know somebody, that's what it's there for. They're all in there to get to know people at this stage and see what will work and what will not work. I think people, they're so quick to close themselves off. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know no one's proper closed themselves off, but no one owns anyone right now. Nobody owes anyone anything right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think people should just go with it, go with the flow and enjoy life. But be honest with it. Because I did not like how Harry kind of painted the whole thing with Helena, because he made a comment about Helena being too sexually charged for him or something like that. But makes me kind of want to give him the side eye, because I'm just like, is he trying to make a move on Helena because he feels like he can try get something? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I want to see what's going to happen with this kiss, because I know Blue's going to come out and he's going to blog him out about this kiss inside of the Hideaway. Yeah, am I gonna blog about the kiss inside of the Hideaway? I'm gonna want to see what she's gonna say, because at the end of the day, how you gonna be upset at somebody for rubbing somebody's side? But you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna be like, well, you was rubbing Helena's side. That's what she's gonna say. But a little thigh rub, I don't even think well, obviously he knows he was doing it within the moment, but I don't even think that's even that much of a big deal in comparison to a kiss. Minutes after you just told somebody off. I feel like Shakira needs to kind of take control of the situation and not let all the attention get to her head. Because if you want to be in every basket, sooner or later, you're going to be too stretched. Okay? And like they say, you need to be careful. Because if you're going to try and make the rounds and trying to flirt with everybody and try to crave all the attention, you're not gonna, people's gonna get fed up and you're gonna end up losing everything. If you can't decide, you're gonna lose everything. You know what I'm saying? If you want too much, you lose it all. Well, I'm not saying she's gonna lose it all because she's a pretty girl, but I just feel like she needs to zone down and kind of like don't let the attention get to her head, because I think that's what she's doing right now. And that ego and everything that can work against her the same way I feel like it's working against Ben. I am so annoyed with Ben because I felt like the way he dealt with that situation with Tony was uncalled for, and it was rude and it was immature, and I just hated that, because at the end of the day he did not even consider her feelings. Be a man, and stop acting like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Be a freaking man. But let's see how it goes, guys. The 2 new boys are in and they do look nice. I'm not gonna lie, they did not let us down with the 2 good-looking bombshells. But are they gonna shake up the villa? We do not know. They may and they may not. I don't know. I'm just hoping that somebody finds Halima, or Halima finds somebody that she's gonna really like for her. Because my concern about Halima is my concern that I have when a black girl go into the villa, because I feel like for years now we've seen it, they don't always have somebody that goes for them, and it just drags out, and I feel like they just kind of get pushed to the sides. And I don't mean anything by this, so anyone wants to get in their feelings, go ahead. It's your feelings, let it be. You know what I'm saying? But I watch Love Island, and I've been watching it from the very first one. Yeah. And I just feel like, you know, they don't tend to put a mixture of men that are into, you know, every woman. And sometimes when you get like one of our black sisters or black queen go in, they tend to not find anyone. Sorry guys, it's all going down today. My phone stopped recording. I ran out of space. But anyways, as I was saying, when a black girl go in there, sometimes they just don't find anyone in there for them, and they end up, you know, getting dumped early or spending a whole time in there single and not having anyone that they can get to know on a certain level and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that this is not going to be the case for Halima this time round, and I hope that she'll find somebody kind of like sooner than later. But anyways guys, comment down below, let me know what you think about this episode. I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of editing in this video because something was happening. Whether somebody was calling me or my phone decided it's gonna stop recording, something was happening. But if you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please go ahead, give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, guys, welcome, please subscribe. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's review, but for now, keep it sassy, delicious.